Hey guys, this is episode 4 of the Arc Dev Kit series, and today we're going to be making the foundation that we've made. We're going to make it stackable, so we're going to be messing around with the snap points. So if you type in snap point flags or arc snap points, you will get to this page that'll show you the number, the group number for different things, like 2 is foundation, spiked walls, pillars, elevator tracks. You're going to need these numbers depending on what you're using it for. So this should help you with other things too, like if you're wanting to just mess around with the snap points and get them to work a certain way for certain structures or items. This is all the groups for everything. So you'll find everything that this is snap point structure type, and these are the flags. But you'll all this will help you. It'll definitely help you. This is a great source to help you mess around with the snap points. But today I already kind of know what we're doing, so I'm just going to show you how to stack the foundation and where to do that at, so you'll know where to do it. And then if you want to, of course, you could use this for your own use, and it should help out if you're doing something else or whatever and you stumbled upon this video. Oh, I got a different pointer. I guess I'm another trial version of one. I might just buy one if it's not that bad. It's kind of okay. Yeah, Arc Dev Kit just loaded up. I don't know. I don't really know how to fix that. I could probably look into that, but I get a decent amount of errors, but it doesn't really affect what I need to do ever. So doesn't really bother me that much. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is, we're already here. You want to go to your mod. You want to go to this part that we did on episode 3. You want to go ahead and open up your blueprint. And so snap points will be right here. These are the snap points, but I like to just search snap points. So that way it's the only thing on my page in case I have to scroll down pretty far. So you want to right click and expand all, so that way you can see all these. And you're also going to go ahead and just add a new one, add new element, and that will go to the bottom. It takes forever to get there. Alright, yep, right here. Go ahead and name it just whatever you want to name it, but I'm just going to name it stack. Okay, so you're going to want to type in 150 here, and go ahead and type in 244 here, and make sure you check this because you're attaching it to the point. And this is what I was talking about. 2 point snap type. This is the flags. It's going to be 2 because remember when we came in here, 2 was foundations, and we're just snapping a foundation to the foundation. And this one will also be 2. And so once you're done with that, go ahead and type in Z extent. I just did it wrong at first. I would put this up to 600, just something high. I think I'd do 600. And then you want to, sorry, I paused it for a second, so when I unpaused it, did that. And then you want to go ahead and go to type in placement and scroll until you find, where's it at? Right here, placement max range. I would go ahead and just split that in half, so 625. You might want to go lower, just depends. I'll show you what each one of these do. So I'll show you once we go into the game what this does and what the other one did, the Z extent. I'm not sure exactly what that's called exactly. Oh, the placement for check. Okay. Alright, so now save. Go into. Why is that? Sorry, I don't know why that was open. That. Oh, it must be when I paused it. I went back and checked my other. The other model I made to make sure I was doing it right for you guys. So that doesn't matter. Go back to. I was just going back into here. That's the one we're working on. Sorry about that. Okay, you want to play from here? Do what we always do, the GCM. And if you wanted, I don't know if this, I should have looked in the video. I kind of like skimmed through the video I made last time. I couldn't remember if when we learned this or when we got it, if it was loud. So you might want to turn it down because I don't remember if it was loud or not. I know it's definitely loud for me. Yeah, that's definitely loud for me. Okay. But I'm hoping with how I have the thing set up in OBS, it's not that bad. I'll check it. I'll check it on this video or the other video after I'm done. Okay, now place it. And see if it lines up. So it kind of lined up. But not exactly how we would want that. You don't want it going through that at all. For this exact one, it doesn't look too bad, but hold on, let's just see if it. Whoa. I don't know what that was about. So, I think it's just the model we made. How it's made. Because that looks like it's right. Take a wall, see if it lines up right. It does. So, we made the model slightly too big, that's why. So I will go fix that so that way you guys know the exact measurements. I don't know how because this is exactly how I did my other foundations. So I'm not really sure why it's bigger, but I will go figure that out real quick. Okay, we're back. So I don't know if your guys will be like this, but for some reason mine's at 1.1. It needs to be at 1. And I don't know why. Maybe it's oh, it's probably because it was that new foundation. But this needs to be at 1, this needs to be at 1, and this needs to be at 0.95. I don't know if it's going to allow me to change it without the other ones getting changed. Okay. So basically what you want to do is, so that way we can fix this, go to game. This time type in stone floor. Reference viewer. It probably was up there and I just missed it like an idiot. Okay. And why? Alright, do it on the static mesh, or it's probably up here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, take the 4 stone and then like we did before, take that to your model. Copy here. Oh wow, that took forever. Is that not where we have it? Oh, okay. It is. We just gotta get rid of this. Okay, so now this doesn't really mean much, but go ahead and go back into it. Go to your snap points. And just go ahead and copy that, or where? Oh yeah, copy them. So that way we don't have to retype that in. We'll just have to do the Z extent placement check and the other placement. Okay, so you're gonna want to delete this one. I'll be back when that's deleted. Okay, we're back. So I'll also show you how I... Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm not sure what I was saying before. Someone walked in, so I paused it. So if you want to know what was wrong, you go to Components, My Static Mesh. Right here, the scale for that specific blueprint was stuck on 1.11 and then something else. I don't remember exactly what it said, but when it needs to be 1.95. So we just grab this one instead, and we'll just put the static mesh back there. Scroll down to snap points right here and paste the one that we copied, and then go back to the Z extent, put that up. I'll just type it in, and then go back to the placement. I'll figure out exactly what it's called. I always forget. Placement max range. Put it to 625. Save. And this should have nothing to do with it now, because oh, you know what, we need to rename this. Because we're gonna have to change the structure to build again in here, because it's now a completely different one. Okay, there we go. Now everything should be right, and this doesn't even matter. Just go ahead and exit that and play from here again. Same thing as always. GCM, get your model. And go ahead and place it. Okay, if it doesn't place, grab what you made it out of. So we did the stone. It won't be like this in your mod, because this is what I had to do for some of mine. Whoops. I had to place that, and then it would let me place it. But then when I tested it, like in the actual game, when I moved the mod to Steam Workshop, it worked just fine. It didn't make me do that. There we go. Now it places perfectly and perfectly next to it. And if you grab a wall, it should work perfectly. I like to use the wood wall because of how it latches right there, so you can tell if it worked good, and that's good. So I have to get that away. I think it has something to do with the mouse pointer that I got. It allows you to do things like that. So if I press shift something, it lets you guys know. So there's that. Okay, I paused it for a minute there, and I almost forgot to show you guys the Z extent and the placement floor check. So I will go ahead and show you guys that after I grab that model real quick. I'm still tripping up on my words. I'm trying to get better. Okay, so you're gonna want to grab that foundation again, but you probably already still have it, so just let me do this real quick. Okay, so I got those two back down there. Just go ahead and place one. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that stone thing again. Eventually it just stops letting you do it. Maybe it's when you save all the content and then come back in the dev kit, you don't have to. I'm not 100% sure on that though. So the first thing I can show you right here. You see that? So if we go into this, move it over, and I know it's not that one. It should be this one. Maybe it is. Okay, so it is this one. Placement, oh, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I read it wrong. This is what does that. So if you have it too far, it won't stack very easily. You have to have it close to you. So I just like to keep it at 6 something. So I'm just not gonna mess with it too much right there. It's okay. And this, when we change the snap points, it won't let you go further if it doesn't check for this and if it's not higher, because it's only at 100. It won't allow you to go and, like, okay, say we put it down back to 100. That's close enough. If we go in here and we try to stack it, it's not going to let you because it's not checking that high. It's only going to a certain distance. So you could probably really just change it to something like 200 maybe. Oh, maybe not. Let's try 300. So you could just put it at 300, but I like to just have it at something higher in case I want to do something else. What if I want to mess with it? What if I want to make it go really far up or whatever? So I just go, you can go as far as you want as long as it's checking. That's why it's a floor check. It's just checking that Z extent, which is Z is upwards. Just like in Blender, if we wanted to make it longer or up and down, we would use the Z. And then you got the X and the Y going left and right, depending on where you're looking at it from. Okay, so that's those two things, and now I can actually end the video with the right way and not forget to show you guys anything. I'm gonna start like trying to like maybe make a list or something so I know exactly what I'm talking about, so that way maybe I won't trip on my words as much too. But other than that, I hope that helped, and sorry if this one's a little too long because I messed up, and I wanted to show you guys exactly what went wrong without just creating a new video and saying, hey, I fixed this. That's it for that video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.